2025 and another reunion of the Old College Tri vocal quartet. We formed up in 1981 back in college at Humboldt State University to sing, mostly barbershop but other styles as well, and to bird. We were all birders to begin with. This year's reunion was to the Mojave Desert, about equal driving for the 3 Northern Californians and the 1 Tucsonan. Once together, we started birding at the Big Morongo Reserve, including walking the entire length of Morongo Canyon. Good birds, like 2 species in 1 frame, a nod to efficiency. That afternoon was down in the Whitewater Preserve, a delightful oasis with fresh snowmelt water off San Gorgonio. Water attracts birds in the desert, so plenty of action here. Next day started down along the Salton Sea, which has water, but less and less each year, it seems, and it's now saltier than ocean water. Still, lots of birds, including a burrowing owl, always a trip bird for most any bird trip. Heading back up, we stopped at an oasis that has surface water because it's located right on the San Andreas Fault, and groundwater is upwelling there through the fault itself. Super interesting ecology with the giant fan palms, and a zone-tailed hawk flew over while we were there, another trip bird. Camping that night was at Corn Spring in the Chuckwalla Mountains. Google said 2 hours by paved road, but Chuck knew a shortcut straight through the Mojave. So 4 hours later, we had dinner at Last Light along the interstate and made it to camp after dark. We woke up to excellent birding and outstanding rock art, always a plus. The Chuckwalla National Monument protects the homeland of indigenous people as well as nature itself. As for singing, plenty of that the whole trip. Here's our version of Bring Me Little Water, Sylvie, appropriate for being in such a dry environment.
Bring me little water, Sylvie. Bring me little water now. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Bring me little water now. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Bring me little water now. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Bring me little water now. Bring me little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while.
The origin of Old College Tri starts in 1981, so it's been like 45 years now. It's a great success story. We met at Humboldt State as undergraduates, all different majors, but we joined up because we met each other in choir. So this is the power of music and fellowship through harmony. And then when we got done, we kept on meeting. So I graduated in 1982 and we had a party, and what was the birds we saw? So the other thing we do is we bird in this quartet.
And we bird.
And
we did.
Yeah.
And the bird we saw at 16th Street was the Poets Oriole used to nest in the eucalyptus trees out there outside the house where we had the party.
I remember clearly. And then we all spread out, but we got back together in different places all around the country. So the first big trip was to Salton Sea, 1986. What was that keyword?
Well, first of all, that was the field trip of legend.
Yes.
That's keybird, dead fish.
Dead fish. Yes. So we camped amongst dead fish in Salton Sea, and I'm afraid we're never going to live that one down. So that's going to be our keyword for 1986.
Flying fish.
1987, we met up in New Jersey, a great birding spot. What was the bird there?
What did we decide on? How about a blue-winged warbler?
Oh, well, blue-winged warbler.
Oh, because we saw that at Elsie's house where Paul was living. That's where I thought that was.
Okay. Also in 1987, we met up at my wedding, and I'll say what that bird was. That was Lawrence's goldfinch and one wife.
The wife was the real bird.
The real bird. Thank you,
Paradise.
Next up was 1988, the Texas coast. That was a legendary trip. And that had some good birds.
That's some great birds. Primarily the acorn woodpecker wired to a tree in Fort Jones Forest. As well as whooping crane. That was all right too. That's true.
And then I moved to Arizona, so some of the trips moved to Arizona also. In 1991, we met up in Arizona. What did we see on that trip?
1991, well, you saw Zoomies, but I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I saw the Zoomies, that's right. Those are the
But let's see, the Elegant Trogan.
No,
Yes,
Trogan.
Trogan, Pete. And 1993, we also met up in Arizona because Arizona's a pretty birdy state, so that's a nice one. What else do you see there?
We got to hike down Sycamore Canyon almost all the way to the Mexican border, and we saw a whisker screech elk.
All right.
Yeah.
1994, we went to California because a lot of the guys still live in California, Monterey Peninsula.
Monterey Peninsula, and the big attraction of that trip was Catherine.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course.
Brand new Catherine.
But the bird?
Yeah.
We were on a project trip, right?
Yeah.
And we got a beaked whale.
Beaked whale. But
That
that's
was a bird. Oh, you mentioned ancient burlap.
ancient roulette, but that's also where you said you saw a cactus run off the battle, right?
And if I said I saw it.
And then it's gone.
We took a long break after that, but we got back together in 2012 in Humboldt State just because that's our natal stomping grounds. What did we see there? Oh, we saw your son was on
Yeah,
that.
my son was on that trip, and we saw lots of good birds, but the best ones were the peregrine falcons on Trinidad Head and then on the beach at Trinidad Harbor.
Nice. 2015, a couple of us got together and did the John Muir Trail, or at least we started on it anyway. What birds did you see there?
The Thunderbird, I think is what you saw. That's
Songbirds.
Snowbirds, pretty much.
I came through the Bay Area in 2018, spent a night with Chuck in the Napa wetlands. We saw some good birds there. I think we'll stick with the great eagle
Yeah,
on that one.
yeah, they're always there.
Mhm. Oh, and then in 2020 we met up, but that was the great pandemic here, so we only met up online and we sang the Humboldt alma mater. That was pretty cool. Is there a bird that we can say we saw at that time?
In 2020, off the top of my head, no.
Well, we got together anyway, and we insisted on still singing during the pandemic, and that was victory in the
Would that be a COVID-19?
COVID-19, I get it.
Well done, though.
2023, y'all came back down to Tucson, and that's when we met Jeff for the first time. What did we see on that trip?
The red, what was it? The warbler. Rufus cap warbler. Rufus cap warbler near the lake.
Near Patagonia.
Yeah.
And here we are, 2025, 45 years after the formation of Old College Tribe, meeting again and singing again and doing a bird trip at the Desert Dream down here in the Mojave Desert, the Joshua trees and all that. What's our key bird so far?
Oh, I have to say the summer tanager.
Summer tanager.
It's been a pretty beautiful bird.
It's been the theme.
Not that western tanager I saw in the parking lot down in Detroit.
No. Pretty good though. Pretty much not. In the middle of the Detroit yard.
Didn't we see him today?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Amber's cousin.
So it's been a pleasure and an honor to sing with you guys and to bird with you guys and to do all this stuff. Thank you very much.
Likewise, but I would emphasize the word try because we're always trying.
The Old College Try always puts in the Old College Try.
That's it.
What'd you say it should have been? Old College Nice Try, right?
Nice try. Nice try, college try.
Okay. Well, it's been great singing and birding with you again. Let's do it again in 2 years. Florida next time.
You got it.
And we'll end it with a tag. Please don't leave me. Never go away.
Away. Please don't leave me. Never go away.
That'll work. Nice. As usual. The Old College Try.